Good afternoon. This is Ivan Amara. Hope you guys enjoyed my show on there this morning. Did you work on their unique, Ivan? Yes, I did. I wrote 2 pages today again about right. How much pages have you written so far in your chapter, Ivan? Right now I'm on 8 pages on a computer, but in terms of the notebook, I'm on 14 pages. Today I wrote this and I wrote this. This is when they meet Louis, the bar manager at the Bar Grill House. And Dawn is about to get interviewed. And she finds out it's a surprise. She already got the job. Megan owns the place also. That's my different story. Your chicken said no. Put this here. Did you get your slices, Ivan? Yeah, I did. I got 2 slices at a few slices at Bob's. Get your 6 beers? Yes, I did. I got my pack of most of my 6 beers. Still have 5 beers left. I'll drink 2 beers while I watch this video, obviously. But slices were fresh too. So what kind of slice you get out? I got bacon. The bacon one, meat lover, right? It's amazing. Will you show us a snippet, Ivan? Yeah, well, I'll show you all of chapter 1. After that, I'm not going to show you anymore. So chapter 1 will be spoiled for you guys, but the rest of the story, I'm not going to tell you what happens. I'll show you a few snippets of the other. This thing is not... Do you seriously think Zanis will be better than Larry Nick will be as good as Zanis? No. It will not be Zanis. My prayer is that's a good story, obviously. Slice is amazing. Alright, who's satisfied with their unique? Yes, I am. It's a good story so far. But it's not Zanis. You think it's almost as good as Zanis Ivan? Well, I haven't finished the book yet, so I can't say that. I think it'll be almost as good as Zanis, but it's not Zanis. But at the same time, you can't compare romance with fantasy. They're 2 different genres. I have, and I love it there. I know my other is sick, obviously. It's not Zanus, so Zanus is better. Yeah. Oh, Ivan, show us more Zanus. No, guys. I'm not showing you more Zanus. I'm not supposed to for you, man. Zanus is no more. I'm not showing you Zanus. I'm not supposed to for you, man. Yeah. Yeah, when you show us enough, we don't want the sword to be spoiled. Yeah, I don't want to show you why I'm 3. I don't want to spoil the sword for you. You'll finally purchase my book. No. Sorry, guys. This slice is really good. No, I seriously, man, are you satisfied with what the World Africa there? Yeah, I am. When I read it, I'm like, yeah, it's entertaining, but it's not Zanus, right? That's my point. Let's see, but I'm only in the beginning of the story, right? The toughest part of your book is the beginning of your story, because that's what the the beginning of your story will determine whether the reader will be interested in reading the rest of your book or not. So you have to hook the reader from the start of your story to keep them interested and engaged in your book, right? Yeah. What book do you think Vija like better? Zanus. She'll tell me, yeah, I love their unique, but like I like their Zanus better. Zanus was a better story. Yeah, it is. Zanus is a better story. Mouthful. Good pizza though. Ivan, show us what you wrote. Yeah, I will in a sec. In a good like maybe 5 minutes, I'll show you guys what I wrote. Yeah. Ivan, is there unique a bit raw when you read it? Yeah, a little bit. As you guys read, right? There's rawness in both very unique and zaniness when you read it. It's some of the dialogue is stiff, obviously. Even though it's a bit stiff and raw, it's a little bit raw. It's entertaining shit, and you're hooked reading it. Yeah, I'm hooked reading it. Yeah, obviously. Whereas these other best-selling authors or books that come out, the book is more professional in mine in terms of like the rawness. It's not as raw. It's less raw than my book, but the story is not as entertaining. My book is still more entertaining than those books. And those books are edited by the best editors in the business, guys. All these amazing fantasy authors had help from the best editors in the business with their book. They write the manuscript and they submit it, and then the editors polish up their writing. They fine tune the writing, obviously. Yeah. Was for me, I did everything myself. I even did everything himself, and yet his Zaniness book is, even though it's a little bit more raw, it's more raw than our books. It's a little bit more raw. It's still more entertaining. It's a better story than our books. And we're the best editors in the business. We polish up all these books. And Ivan's book is so better than our books. How the fuck did I even do that, man? I have to have the gift, guys. I have the gift of God. Don't look at him saying, Sorry? I have the heavenly gift. I have to go to the Walver office Monday. It's my due date. I already printed out my information, my missing information. I have to write a statement for September, and I have to do my unemployment insurance online thing, which I already did, but I mean, I didn't get the confirmation code, but I mean, yeah. Monday, I have to submit all the information for Walver Quebec. Because I hope I get my check like maybe early November. I can get my check, man. I don't know, $700 check. Yeah. I'll show you guys the snippet, guys, in the bit, guys. After I finish my smoke, I'll show you guys the snippet. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even when I read your very unique book, it stands out from all these other romance novels I've read. Yes, it is. Yes, it does. Yeah. I read The Proposal, amazing book, but the characters don't jump out the way my characters do in my book. Yeah, how do you make your characters jump out? I have the gift, man. I just know how to write dialogue whereby the characters jump on pages. To get that, I don't know how to do it, man. It's a gift. And that's why my story is very entertaining. I know how to hook you because the characters are just jumping out on the page. It feels more cinematic and magical and real. And that's what hooks you. Obviously, it's entertainment. Entertainment. Yeah, that's why Zayn's is money. And very neat. Crossing my fingers. If it's amazing, it's money also too. Obviously, both books have money. Obviously. Ivan, can you write the Zayn screenplay yourself? Yes, I can, but it doesn't hurt to have help. Obviously, it doesn't hurt to have Peter Jackson help you out with the script, or Mel Gibson. Whoever choose, Randy Walsh and Mel Gibson help you out with the script. Obviously, for if I choose Mel, I want Mel Gibson to help me out with the script. You can have Randy Wallace. Randy Wallace is like Mel Gibson's partner for Passion of the Christ. They wrote Braveheart together. You can have those guys help you with the screenplay for Zayn. I mean, if I choose Mel Gibson, obviously, over Peter, right? Which I might choose Mel over Peter. Yeah. Robin and John Cavive, you're a talented man. You're gifted, man. Your Zayn story, what you show us is amazing. What you show us with their unique's amazing too. It's not Zayn's, but there's some people who might think their unique is just as good as Zayn's when they read it. But I mean, what I'll do when I finish chapter one, even though you guys already read my snippets, I'll show you all of chapter one. That way, I refresh your mind, and you now know what's going on in the first chapter. The other chapters, I'm not going to show you everything. I'll just show you maybe 2 snippets per chapter, and that's it. I don't know, my 10, 11. I'll have maybe 11 chapters. 10 to 12 chapters I'll have for their unique, obviously, around there, right? Around there. 10 to like 11, 12 chapters. But some chapters might be longer, obviously. Maybe I might write 25 pages for one chapter. Probably when it gets dark, to really have an amazing story, I'm probably going to end up writing longer chapters, maybe 25 pages. But right now I'm on, 14 pages, I believe? No, I'll be writing on average probably 20 pages per chapter around there. 22 pages on my notebook, which is like, well, the notebook doesn't really count, but on the computer, my chapters will be maybe on average 13, 14 pages long per chapter, 15 pages. But once it gets darker with the drama, they might be longer, maybe 18, 19 pages on the computer. Not the notebook doesn't count, so it's about the computer, right? Alright, I'm gonna show you guys my snippet. I hope you guys enjoy what I showed you so far. And if you don't like it, guys, I'm sorry, man. I'm trying my best to entertain you. And I can't live up to what I did for Zayn's, obviously. I can't top Zayn's, obviously. But I hope you guys enjoy what I showed you so far. They're unique. I'm gonna show you the snippet of what I wrote today. When they meet Louis, and Don's about to get interviewed, obviously. Right. Go outside. Ivan, your ceiling's dirty. Yeah, it's I think it's mold. Yeah, this is an old house, right? 40-year-old house, man. Old house. Gatekeepers are too cheap to get a better house, obviously. They got this. This is a nice house for a middle-class family, but it's what? It's a piece of shit for someone who's a gatekeeper, right? Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to show you what I wrote down today. So 2 pages is about half a page of writing on the computer. Right now I'm on 8 pages. I'm pushing 5,000 words for my book, obviously. All right, where was I? All right, okay. Now this part here, you guys can read it. Hope you guys enjoy what I show you so far. I mean, I'm trying my best to entertain you guys. It's tougher to entertain with romance. So I am saying. Show you this. You can read that. Pause and read it. I'll show you this scene here, and that's it, guys. That's what I wrote down today. Yeah. I'll fix this here. Have to go work now. That's better, right? I'll fix that. All right, that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that when you pause and you read it, obviously. Ivan, you're progressing with the story. Yes, I am. I'm already 8 pages in, obviously. But it's not stressing for me writing there, because I only write 2 pages a day. So I can take my time with it and just write 2 pages a day, Ivan. And in a good, 4 months, you'll finish your book. I don't know, end of January next year, you'll finish your book. There, unique, Ivan. Obviously. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you don't like it, guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best here to entertain you guys. I'm sorry. Trying my best. There we go. Yeah, Ivan, they're unique is entertaining. Ivan, you're progressing the story. Yes, I am. They met Louis, the bar manager. You have an idea of what happens. Yeah, Louis interviews Dawn, and he asks her, do you have a smart certification? Do you have experience bartending? Dawn says no. And then Louis tells her, yeah, by the way, you got the job. She's like, what? I don't have any experience. No. I'm not really the boss around here. Your friend Megan owns this place. And she's like, what? It's a surprise. Megan kind of pranked her, right? She pranks Dawn, obviously. Well, that's the main part of your story, yes. And then they talk about the Elmore Marina Beach party. And after that, it's now Josh's story. So, sorry. Is Dawn more of a main character or Josh? Dawn is pretty much the main character, and Josh is kind of like a supporting lead. Her and Josh are pretty much the main characters, but the story is kind of more focused on Dawn. But Josh is pretty much the other lead of the story too. They're both the leads pretty much, right? Yeah. He's Ivan, I love. There you go. I know. I love everything you got. I know my book is sick, obviously. Yeah. I'm now sick with you shows, I know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They talk to Louis. He's like, so you're from America? She's like, yes, I am. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, how do you like Canada so far? It's A. You know what I'm saying? They're laughing. Ah, good one. I was saying, and he's like, Megan, your friend has a sense of humor. So yeah, that's what you get for being friends for a very long time. She got it from me. That's what you get for being friends for a long time. I'm now sick. I don't. You're amazing sort of. Yes, I am. Robert Young have right, man. You're gifted, man. I am gifted. I'm gifted, man. Yeah. Yeah. Well, why don't you write your own screenplays for your movies? Because I don't want to be stressed out. Zanus, I'm going to step down and I'm actually going to write the screenplay because I wrote that. And they're unique. If I do write the book, I'll end up writing the movie too. But I'm going to co-write it with Catherine Hardwicke and maybe another screenwriter. I want Catherine Hardwicke, who directed Twilight, to direct my Their Unique Story. You can co-write it with her. And maybe another Hollywood romance screenwriter. Amazing screenwriter. You write an amazing story for your romance story with VJ, obviously. After the Great Escape of Keanu Reeves. Some Sarah. I plan on doing Zanus and the Great Escape of Keanu Reeves, then They're Unique. With Zendaya and KJ Apa. Obviously, KJ Apa's playing Jake. They all play Megan, VJ's best friend in the movie. And KJ Apa's my best friend. Best in the movie. Like, kind of sick movie for that. Yeah. much beer do I have left? I have 5 beers left. So I'll save 3 for tonight. Obviously, we go swimming the Ivan. Maybe I'm not going swimming today again. I'll save 3 beers or 2 beers. 2 beers for the night's enough, right? Instead of 3. But I mean, yeah, 2 beers for the night's enough, right? I'll have 1 beer now. I'm craving a beer. Save 2 beers for tonight. Yeah. I love that whole interview with Louis and Don and Megan. I know you got to see where some of the guys, some of the employees who are guys who work at the bar, they're drawn to Don's hots. Like, who the fuck is this chick, man? Like, this chick is hot. She's hot, man. Yeah, Megan told us a little about her friend, but he didn't tell her that she was hot. You know, that I'm now sick. I know. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. So you're giving hints that Dawn is very attractive. Yes. As Megan said, I kind of envy you. Megan kind of envies Dawn's beauty. Yeah. Even though I get hot guys, like Dawn gets like the really hot guys, the alpha males, and I feel like I get the leftovers. And then when she goes to the bar, the employees are like, oh my god, this chick is hot, man. Yeah, like Megan mentioned a little bit about her friend, but he didn't say anything about her being hot. I'm saying being fucking hot. Yeah, I'm now sick. I know. And I'm also gonna have something similar to Josh too. Obviously, yeah. People say he's handsome and everything. Jake says, "Yeah, you're fucking handsome, Josh, and you're a virgin." Yeah, like an amazing story. Some Sarah. So you want Josh to be a virgin? Yeah, Josh is a 34-year-old virgin. Yeah. What year does the movie? What year does the story take place? I'll have it take place now. I don't know, 2025. Obviously, I know it's after 2010 because they played the Teenage Dream song by Katy Perry. So the story has to take place 2010 or up. But I'll probably have it take place now. I'm not going to mention the year in the story. I just know it takes place after 2010 because Teenage Dream came out in 2010, right? So it's after. It's after 2010. See, 2010 are off, right? So Josh and Don and all of them are born in 1992. Obviously, they're like 33, 30. I'll have to be 33, 34 years old. Obviously. So Don and Megan, yeah, Don and Megan have been best friends since they were 12, as you guys read, right? So I'm giving you a little bit of clues about how long they've been friends for. Yeah. It's like, Meg, don't leave me. You know when best friends say that, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry, I'm just around the corner, you know what I'm saying? But she's nervous about the interview, obviously. And she finds out Megan owns the place. Yeah. Almost done the Megan scene. You guys are gonna get the glimpse of Josh's scene, obviously, the scene with Josh. Josh Adams, right? That's his name, yeah, Josh Adams. Yeah. Josh Adams and Don Avocado. Don Avocado, yeah. That's a sick name, I know. Yeah, Ivan, you're progressing. Yeah, I'm almost done chapter one. I have maybe another, maybe 7 pages, six, 7 pages. So by maybe next Monday I'll be done. Maybe next Monday, Tuesday I'll be done chapter one. I won't be done by Sunday though. No, probably Monday or Tuesday I'll be done chapter one of 30. I'll show you the whole chapter one. So you guys are getting a sneak preview of chapter one. But after that, I'm not showing you all the rest of the chapters. So I don't want to spoil the story for you. You guys are gonna purchase my Narrative ebook. I don't want to spoil the whole story for you. But chapter one will be spoiled for you because you read that, but you don't know what happens after that. I'm only going to show you sneak peeks, maybe one or two. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to show you sneak peeks for all my chapters. Maybe a good maybe six, 7 of my chapters, and the other the big scenes. I'm not going to show you those scenes, obviously. Right, some Sarah. Yeah. You're gifted. Yes, I am. I'm gifted, obviously. Some Sarah. Almost done. I'll talk for maybe 50 minutes. I'm done. Stop playing with my hair. It's not good, right? Yeah. I really never let a developmental error touch your story. No. Obviously. Because you're scared they can ruin your story. Not ruin my story, because they're very talented. They can make my story better in terms of making it less raw. They can polish it up a little bit in terms of the stiffness of the dialogue. But I'm scared as if they add scenes and everything, I read those scenes and the characters don't jump on the page anymore because they don't have the same style of writing that I have in terms of they don't have that gift like you know what I'm saying. They don't have that style. And I read it and the characters are not jumping out on the page anymore. They feel more dry and more dull. They jump a little bit, but not like the way I write because they don't write like me. They have a different style of writing. That's why I'll never let any development error touch Zanus. Because Zanus is a special story. It's a masterpiece. I wrote it. I don't want to ruin the story for you, Samsara. Yeah. I don't want you ruining the story for me. There you go. Volumes. And yeah. That's Samsara. So I hope you guys are impressed by the show with any guy. We're impressed. Like, that's entertaining shit. Yes, it is. Not Zayas, but I'm trying my best here, guys. I'm trying my best to entertain you guys, Samsara. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Once you show us what you need, you just write it. Yeah, I write. It takes me a good like 20 minutes, 25 minutes to write 2 pages. And I'm done. It takes me another maybe 15 minutes to type on the computer, 16 minutes, 17 minutes to type on the computer. And I'm done. It doesn't take long. That way I'm not stressed out. I just write 2 pages. I get it over with. And before you know it, like 4 months go by and I've written like, I'm now like at 100, like 40, 50 pages on the computer. My book is done, right? When do you think you'll finish All You Need, Ivan? Probably maybe 3-4 months. Yeah. Maybe end of January next year, maybe February around there, early February, I finished the Unique. Around that time span, right? I finished the story, obviously. That's probably my estimation. I finished it. Last smoke. So I got 4 beers left. I'll drink 2 and I'll save 2 for tonight. And tomorrow I can get 6 beers and a 25 pack of smokes again. Yeah. Is writing books fun? It's fun when you know your book is good. If your book is not good when you read it, then it's not fun writing a book, obviously, because you have to constantly go back on the drawing board and keep writing your chapters because the story's not working. But there's some people who are blinded by their bias. They think they're very talented and they write the story, and you read the story, it's boring, obviously. Like fantasy writers read it. I read some of the stuff they post there. A lot of the stuff they post there is not that great, obviously. Amazing, beautiful English, but the story has plot holes. The wobbling feels fake. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? It's not really interesting to volumes, and yeah. Yeah, Ivan, your book feels unique. Like their unique feels unique. Zane's feels very unique when I read it compared to these other books I have. Yeah, because I have the gift. These other books feel more regular and normal compared to your book. Even though they're amazing books, they feel more normal and regular, Ivan. Your book is fucking unique, yes it is. Unique story, obviously. Sarah. Well, Ivan shows more Zanus. No, guys, I'm not showing you more Zanus. I'll just post it for you. I already showed you guys enough of Zanus. But they're unique. I'll show you chapter 1. Ivan, man, writing a book is stressing. It's a lot of work. Yeah, to take the stress off you, all you aspiring authors, just have a daily writing goal, and before you know it, like 4 or 5 months go by, you finish your book. That's the best way to. I recommend you write 5 pages a day. That way you get it done faster. But if you do want to take the stress off you, or if you want to spend time with your kids, you want to have more family time, then narrow it down to maybe 2 or 3 pages a day. Before you know it, like 4 months go by, you finish your book. If you're writing romance, if you're writing fantasy, it might take you maybe 8 months to finish it because fantasy books are usually 100 plus thousand words. Your fantasy book should be at least 100,000 words plus because it's epic. If you want to write epic fantasy, you should have a longer series, a longer book. But for romance, you can peak at 60, 70,000 words, 90,000 words. That's good for romance. The peak for romance is usually around that 90,000 word range around there. Romance books don't have to be as long as fantasy, but fantasy you gotta make it pretty long, at least 100,000 plus words, right? My Zane's book is almost 200,000 words, as I showed you. I have like 100 and almost 97,000 words. It's a 100 like 97,000 word novel in my book. It's long, approximately 800 pages. Once it's edited, it'll be an 800-page book. Their unique might be maybe a 400-page book, 350, 400-page book, maybe around there, right? 300-page, 350-page book. Yeah. Why there's swearing there, unique? Yes, there is. Their unique has swearing, but Zane's is no swearing. They just say bitch. I think I only use the word bitch like once. Yeah, I only use the word bitch once in the book, and they use the word ass quite a bit of times in the book. That's it. Ass and bitch. There's no swearing in my book because I don't want my fantasy series to be an Americanized version of fantasy like Game of Thrones. Right? That's why they call George R. R. Martin the American Tolkien because he Americanized fantasy, obviously. Game of Thrones is like an Americanized version of fantasy when you watch the show, right? There's a lot of swearing in it, so much fucking nudity. It's crazy. Nudity, whores, and sex. That's why it's like an Americanized version of fantasy, obviously, where you read it, obviously. Guys, I'm sorry, I was just saying, yeah. Almost there, guys. Ivan, is Josh Canadian? Yeah, Josh and Jake are Canadian, whereas Megan and Don are American. Obviously. Yeah. Is Josh from Elmer, Quebec? Yes, he is. My idea is Josh and Jake are from Elmer. They're born and raised from Elmer, whereas Megan and Don are not from Elmer. They're from Hollywood, Florida. Megan's from Hollywood, Florida too. She was friends with Don since they were kids, but she moved to Canada to start a business in Canada, and now to Quebec. Obviously, that's my different story. Sarah, you're a kid. Yes, I know. Yeah, that's what's the answer to my masters when you guys read it. And crossing my fingers, I hope their unique is good too. And I hope you guys enjoy what I showed with their unique. We enjoy it. It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing, but it's not Satanist. Or it might be just as good as Zanus. We'll see what happens when I read it. But I told you it's not fair to compare books from a different genre, obviously. Anyways, this was real, guys. Hope you guys will the show. I'm signing off. Peace. Hope you guys will the show. Don't hate him. Send peace out.